Hey guys, it's Miss Brittany. I'm going to be going over how to complete the expanding exponents activity in Google Classroom. Okay, expanding exponents. When you open your assignment, this is what you see. Okay, this is the top part of the worksheet. We don't even have to do the whole worksheet. Okay, we're just going to do the problems that have the gray boxes. Okay, so I'm going to start off slow. The first couple problems are kind of easy, and then it gets a little more difficult. Okay, so just stay with me. Don't freak out. It will be okay. Here we go. So we need to first off remember that when we have exponents, okay, that's telling us how many copies we want of this big number. So what this says is I want 5 copies of 2. Okay, so I'm going to start making my copies. So look here. Here we go. Here's the first one. First copy, second, third, fourth, fifth. So I have 5 copies there. That's what I need. So in your expanded form, please write this. And then if I wanted to simplify this, all I need is a handy dandy calculator. Okay, and I'm going to multiply it 5 times. So we'll check this out. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Did it 5 times. And I get 32. So I see my simplified answer is 32. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now, same thing here. Okay, so let's look here. Now we have letters, variables, don't freak out. But you do need to remember, when we have variables, stuff gets kind of funky. Stuff gets kind of crazy, okay? We're going to have exponents in our answer if we're going to multiply variables. Since these are multiplying, I know my answer is going to have an exponent, okay? Okay, so to get my answer, let's just break this down. This means, right here, that I have 2 x's. Okay, so I have 2 x's, x times x, right? So there it is. Look at that. 1, 2. Okay, now right here, this says that I have 3 x's. Okay, so let's multiply. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So I see that all of these guys are going to be multiplying. I'm going to put little dots. You can't put a dot on your paper. That's okay. Just type the x's. So this is really 5 x's that are multiplying. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you add 2 and 3, you get 5. Oh my God. Okay, so for our final answer, we're going to put x, and then there's 5 of them, right? So we're going to say x to the 5th power. Now, when you are putting the little 5, if you don't know how to do it, I'm going to tell you, but if you get confused, you can just type in for this assignment x5, like that. Don't freak out, okay? But we do want you to know how to do the exponent. So when you're typing, type your x, and then when you want to do the exponent, you're going to type on your keyboard Control, and then a little period button at the same time, Control period, and it will make the font small, and it'll make it into an exponent. Okay, so do your x, then you're going to type Control period, and then put your 5, and it should be little. Okay, so boom, we got that. Okay, excellent. Now let's keep it moving. This next problem is just like this one, the one we just did. Okay, so with this one, right here I have 4 t's, 4 copies, and that's going to multiply with 3 t's. So everything's multiplying. Okay, so I have, let's check this out. I have t, there's going to be 4 of them. T times t, there's another one, times t, there's 3 of them, times t. Okay, that's 4. So they're all multiplying. There's 4 of them right there. Then I have 3 t's right here. So I'm going to say, look at it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And everyone is multiplying. And so I see that I have a lot of t's right there. So to write my final answer, I'm going to count up all the t's. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of them. And check it out. Here's a shortcut. 4 plus 3 is 7. So our final answer is going to be t to the 7th, just like this. T, and then put the little 7. So you're going to type your T, then you're going to click Control period at the same time, and that'll make it little, and then type your 7. Okay, guys, hopefully you're still with me. Hang in there, okay? This is going to make sense. These were the basic problems, okay? Now we're going to move on to a little harder. It's not that hard once I explain it. Okay, so let's look at this first problem right here. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, check this out. So what this problem means, okay, so remember this exponent means you want copies, right? I want 4 copies. So what you're copying is what is inside the parentheses. So what this is saying is, I want to take this, and I want 4 copies of it, okay? So stay with me. I'm going to take this right there, and I'm going to do it 4 times. I want copies. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what that means. Okay, stay with me. Now I could break it down even more. And really remember, these guys are multiplying. Everything's multiplying. I'm going to put a little dot. And so I could break this down even more, and I could write out all the x's. I know right here, x squared is x times x, right? And so I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 x's. Boom. That is x times x. Okay, same thing here. 2 x's, right? X times x. Okay, I'm going to keep it moving. Same thing here. 2 x's. And then here, 2 x's. And we know that all of these guys are multiplying, right? So I can put dots in between all of them just to remind us. Okay, multiply, multiply, multiply. Everything is multiplying. Boom, all multiplying. And so my final answer, I know, is going to be x. And because all these are multiplying, I know there's going to be an exponent. Well, what's the exponent? Let's see how many x's there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see there are 8 x's, and so I'm going to put a little 8. Wow, that was a lot of work just to get this little answer. There's a shortcut, okay? I want you to go up here, and I want you to think. If we go back to the original problem, what could we do with 2 and 4 to get 8? We add them, subtract them, multiply, divide. That's right, you're going to multiply. And so I could just say a shortcut. If I'm going to take the exponent that's outside of the parentheses, and I'm going to multiply it with the exponent on the inside. And so 4 times 2 gives me 8. And so without doing all this work, I can say the answer is x to the 8th. So this exponent outside the parentheses, he wants to multiply with other exponents, okay? Now this should remind you of something we did in 7th grade. Some of you will look at this and you'll be like, oh my God, like I know what that is. Remember, when you have a 2 or you have a number outside of the parentheses, remember we always want to distribute. We always want to multiply that number with everything on the inside, right? And so this would turn out to be 2 times x, which would be 2x. And then 2 times 4 gives me 8. And so it's kind of the same concept, okay? This 2 on the outside wants to come in and multiply with everyone on the inside. Same thing here. This exponent, he's on the outside. He wants to come in and multiply with all of the other exponents. And so there's only that one, so we just said 4 times 2, and we get 8. So let's go back to our work to make sure we get it correct. So in this box, you're going to write out all your x's. Okay, we know that there's 8 of them. And we know our final answer is x to the 8th power. Okay, so now we're going to try the next one, okay, guys? It's the same exact process. I see a number, an exponent on the outside. We want to be nice and let that exponent in, and she's going to come in and multiply with the other exponents, okay? So I'm going to, now what this really means though, okay, just to make sure you understand, this Okay, this is saying that you want to take what's inside here and you need 3 copies of it. Okay, so look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take what's inside. There it is. And I'm going to make 3 copies. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I could break that down even more. And now remember, just don't forget, these guys are multiplying, okay? Everything's multiplying. And I could break that down even more. B to the 3rd power is just B times B times B. Okay, so here we go. B times B times B. That's that. Well, then I'm going to do it again, right? Because there's another one. So let's copy that. Not like that. There we go. Okay. So we have this is B times B times B. Then we have this, B times B times B. And then we have it again, B times B times B. So we see that all these guys are multiplying. And I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 B's. And so I know that my final answer is going to be B to the 9th. Okay. Now, that's our answer, but we could have gotten it a lot faster just by using our shortcut. I see an exponent outside parentheses. I'm going to multiply, distribute, just like we did in 7th grade, to all the other exponents. So 3 times 3 gives me 9. So let's go back to our work and make sure we get it correct. So we're going to write out all of our B's. There's 9 of them. Be careful. There's 9 of them. Then we're going to write our final answer, B to the 9th. Okay, so make sure you get that. Now prepare yourself for the hardest problem. There's only one of them. Okay, we can do it. Just stay with me. But we're going to tackle this problem now. So let me get it ready. Okay. So with this problem, okay, I need y'all really focused. With this problem, we're going to try to do our shortcut. I'm not going to make you do it the long way. I'm just going to do our shortcut. We know that when we have a number outside parentheses, we always want to distribute that number with people on the inside. In this case, it's an exponent. Okay, so that 4 only wants to multiply with other exponents. Okay, he's bougie. He don't hang out with people that's not like him. He only wants to hang out with exponents. Okay, and so when I look inside here, I don't see any exponents, right? I just see a -2 and I see an x. I don't see any little numbers. Well, it's very important that you understand that every number and every letter has an exponent. If you don't see their exponent, that means the exponent is 1. Okay, so every number, every letter in the whole wide world has exponents. 1. Okay, either you see the exponent. If you don't see the exponent, it's a 1. So right here, this -2, she has an exponent. It's just 1. Okay, and so I'm going to put a little 1 right there. 1. Let's look at this x. X has an exponent. It's 1. It's invisible, but it's there. It's 1. So now this 4 can come inside and multiply with the exponents. I'm not going to touch the -2 or the x right now. We're just going to rewrite it. -2 and x, just like that. Remember, this exponent, he doesn't care about the normal numbers. He doesn't care about the variables. He cares about the exponents. So he's going to leave the -2 and the x alone. Don't even worry about them. Just write them down. And then check out what we're going to do. We're going to say 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. So right here, I'm going to turn this into a 4. We're going to do it again. We're going to say 4 times 1 is 4. So we're going to put it by the x, 4. So right now I have -2 to the 4th power, x to the 4th power. Cool, okay. Now this is our answer. We're going to simplify it a little better, okay? But this is an answer, it's just not beautiful because we can put this part in the calculator and we could simplify it down, okay? So stay with me, don't